In this video, we'll continue our build-out of an Amazon Quick infrastructure by creating knowledge bases. But first, let's consider a use case that's easy to relate to. Family life.
Hi there.
The family we're focused on is the Mitchells. Sarah works at a healthcare operations firm, but she's a real go-getter and is also working toward launching her own independent consulting business. She plans to use Quick to help her research the healthcare consulting market in the local metropolitan area.
Hello.
James is the household budget manager. He's the methodical type and wants to use Quick to help track and analyze finances. Both Sarah and James are keen on saving for college for their two children. The tie-back to the enterprise should be clear. Organizations have proprietary documentation and data. Accessing this information for decisioning is key to organizational health and functionality. Let's ask the question, what is a knowledge base? A knowledge base is an index collection of documents and other content that is optimized for generative AI retrieval and chat. For our example, we'll use an S3 bucket to populate two knowledge bases. Previously in this video series, we set up an S3 bucket and populated it with a single file. For this video, we've extended that content with additional material. We'll scope one of our knowledge bases to a folder in the S3 bucket that contains healthcare consulting documents that Sarah can access, and we'll create another knowledge base to provide financial information for James. Note that we're scoping each knowledge base to a clear purpose. This is a best practice. When a knowledge base has one job, it's easier to test, easier to manage, and gives the AI a smaller scope for better quality and more targeted answers. The indexing and retrieval capacity behind a knowledge base is called Quick Index. It's important to note that a Quick Index is not the same thing as a dataset. Quick Index handles document-oriented retrieval, the unstructured stuff such as policies, rules, and profiles. In future videos, we'll learn how Quick handles analytics over tabular data. So let's get started. In the Explorer panel on the left side of the interface, I'll navigate to More, Knowledge. We haven't created anything here yet, so there are no existing knowledge bases. Quick can pull knowledge base content from several places, such as Google Drive, OneDrive, SharePoint, Confluence, and more. I'll select Amazon S3. The first field in the pop-up wizard is a bit confusing. Name, in this context, is not the name of the S3 bucket that already exists, nor is it the name of the knowledge base, which we'll establish in the next window. Instead, it's the name of the connection. I'll enter QSS3 connection. The S3 bucket location is in this AWS account, so I'll keep the default and not point to a different AWS account. The URL to the S3 bucket is s3://quicksuite-class-4321. I'll proceed to the next window in the wizard by clicking Next. Let's name the knowledge base Mitchell Research KB and then enter a description. Next, I'll scope to a specific folder by selecting Add Specific Content and then entering Research /. After clicking the Add button, I'll click Create to finish the process and create the knowledge base. Now let's repeat the process. Watch for any differences as we create a second knowledge base. Once again, I'll select Amazon S3. Notice that this first screen looks different. We've already created QSS3 connection. I could create a new connection, but I'll instead just click Next. Note that one connection can support multiple knowledge bases. I'll name this knowledge base Mitchell Financial Documents KB and enter a description. I'll select add specific content, and scope this knowledge base to the financial_documents/directory. I'll close out the wizard by clicking Add and then Create. While Quick is indexing these new knowledge bases, let's navigate to S3 to look at the contents. Here, we'll note the healthcare consulting documentation that Sarah needs, and the financial documents James will access. We'll talk about the manifest folder in a future video. Let's return to Amazon Quick and confirm the knowledge bases work. First, I'll scope the chatbot to specific data and select the Mitchell Research KB. Next, I'll ask the chatbot to summarize the healthcare consulting market outlook for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. In the response, I can see that Quick accesses both the internet and documents within the knowledge base to answer the question. Next, I'll ask, what are the household's go, no-go criteria for a large discretionary purchase? Of course, the chatbot is not able to answer the question since we're pointing to the wrong knowledge base. We're using the Mitchell family to teach the mechanics, but the pattern maps directly to the enterprise. Every organization has tribal knowledge, onboarding procedures, compliance policies, vendor evaluation criteria, escalation playbooks, and much, much more. It usually lives scattered across documents, wikis, and hallway conversations. A knowledge base turns a generic assistant into a domain-aware advisor that actually understands your organization's rules. Let's recap. We built two knowledge bases from a single S3 bucket, each scoped to its own folder, one for the Mitchell family's financial documents and one for the healthcare consulting research. We saw that Quick Index handles document retrieval, and we tested the research knowledge bases from chat to confirm the AI can actually retrieve what we indexed. As this series progresses, we'll add to our Quick environment to explore more features, but we'll also continue to use these knowledge bases as part of our foundation. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And if your team could use training like this, consider bringing me in person or virtually. Visit giddyupdata.com to see the courses I teach and the services I offer.